Aloha and welcome to the 8th and final module of the Eyes of the Reef Network online training program. Thanks for being here and for taking the time to learn more about how you can help protect Hawaii's coral reefs. This module will describe how to submit a report to the Eyes of the Reef Network using our website. If you have questions during or after this training, please reach out to your local island coordinator for more information. Free training materials are available for you or your class, including underwater guides and training booklets. Please reach out to your local island coordinator to locate your nearest pickup location. Contact information is available on our website at eorhawaii.org/contact us. In this final module of the training, you will learn how to navigate the Eyes of the Reef website and submit a report on reef conditions in your area. Reporting is easy and takes only about 15 minutes to complete. To begin the process of submitting a report to the Eyes of the Reef Network, first visit our website at eorhawaii.org. From there, click on Make a Report, then select the report type you would like to submit. Each link will connect you to a fillable report form. After you've selected your report type, you will need to have some specific information available to include in your report. For all report types, you will need to first fill out observer information, site information, and reef condition details. Only the fields with red stars are required to submit the report, but additional information is useful if you have it. For observer information, you will need to enter the observation date and time and your contact information. For site information, you must include your island and a specific site name or description. If you are able to collect latitude and longitude details for your site, please include this information as it can help reef managers more easily relocate the area if needed. Finally, please include the maximum water depth of the report area. For the reef condition form, you will first report the approximate % live coral cover for your area. Next, select the top 3 most abundant coral types at your reef site using the pull-down menus. Finally, please indicate the approximate size or area of reef you surveyed for the report and the estimated reef area that's affected by the issue that you're reporting. For example, if you surveyed along a 20-foot wide reef section for approximately 200 feet, your reporting area would be approximately 4,000 square feet. If you're reporting a bleaching event occurring across that entire area, your estimated area affected would be the entire survey area, or would also be 4,000 square feet. If you're reporting just 1 or 2 coral colonies with signs of disease in that area, your estimated area affected would be approximately 10 to 20 square feet, depending on the size of the affected coral colonies. In the next few slides, we will go over some examples to help you learn how to determine % live coral cover. To estimate % live coral cover, you will choose from a range as shown in the box on the right. Range options include 0%, 1 to 10%, 11 to 30%, 31 to 50%, 51 to 75%, and 76 to 100%. The best way to determine % live coral cover is to view the reef area from above, then estimate the % of the reef substrate that is covered by any type of live stony coral along that 2-dimensional surface. Both encrusting and more complex corals should be included, while soft corals and other types of reef cover such as algae should not be included. Also, do not include dead coral structure in your estimate, such as old colony framework that is now covered in algae. Please remember that your estimate does not have to be exact, but should accurately describe the reef area included in your report. In the next few slides, we will go over % live coral cover examples provided by the Mega Lab at the University of Hawaii at Hilo. In this example image, what do you think is the percent live coral cover within the white quadrat? Remember to first identify live stony coral, then estimate the percentage of the two-dimensional reef surface that live coral is covering. Keep in mind that non-living portions of coral colonies should not be included and are often covered in turf algae. For this example, live coral within the white quadrat is highlighted in yellow and blue. Percent live coral cover is 32%. Great job if you guessed 31 to 50% live coral cover for your Eyes of the Reef report. In this example, what do you think is the percent live coral cover within the black rectangle? Remember to first identify live stony coral, then estimate the percentage of the two-dimensional reef surface that live coral is covering. For this example, live coral within the black rectangle is highlighted in light green. Percent live coral cover is 65%. Great job if you guessed 51 to 75% live coral cover for your Eyes of the Reef report. In this example, what do you think is the percent live coral cover within the black rectangle? Again, remember to first identify live stony coral, then estimate the percentage of the two-dimensional reef surface that the live coral is covering. For this example, live coral within the black rectangle is highlighted in white. Percent live coral cover is 30%. Great job if you guessed 11 to 30% live coral cover for your reef report. In certain areas, percent live coral cover can be quite low. In this example, what do you think is the percent live coral cover within the white quadrat? In this example, live coral within the white quadrat is highlighted in white. Percent live coral cover is less than 1%. Great job if you guessed 1 to 10% live coral cover for your Eyes of the Reef report. The second page of each report type requests specific information on the condition being reported. For the coral bleaching report form, you will be asked to include your minimum to maximum depth and information about the types of coral affected by bleaching. In this example, spotty bleaching was observed on 31 to 50% of the smooth mounding corals. Pale bleaching was observed on 11 to 30% of the smooth finger corals, and severe white bleaching was observed on 1 to 10% of rice corals. Check boxes were selected for each coral type, and percent of the coral bleached and severity of bleaching were selected using the pull-down menus. Any additional details can be included in the notes section. For this report, a note was added that corrugated coral appeared healthy. Finally, up to 5 images can be submitted with your report. First, select the number of images you would like to include using the pull-down menu, then upload your images by selecting Choose File. Before uploading your images, please be sure to rename them with your last name, the date, and the site name. When you've completed your report, click Submit. For more information on coral bleaching, please refer back to Module 3. For the coral disease report form, start by selecting the type or types of coral affected by the disease using the checkbox options. In this case, 1 to 10% of smooth mounding coral at the reported site was affected by tissue loss disease. Optional additional information about the disease can be included in the notes section. For all report types, up to 5 images can be submitted. Please remember to rename your images before uploading them. When you're complete with your report, click Submit. For the Crown of Thorns Sea Star report, please please note that reporting starts with an estimated number of animals of at least 25 to 50 individuals. Please do not report observations of less than 25 crown of thorns sea stars in your area, as they are a native species and a normal part of the ecosystem in low numbers. Next, select the coral types with observed feeding scars and the percent of the coral type affected by feeding scars in the area. In this case, crown of thorns sea star feeding scars were observed on 1 to 10% of rice coral and 1 to 10% of small branching corals. Include any other important information in the notes section, upload any supporting images, and then click Submit. For more information on crown of thorns sea star blooms, please refer back to Module 5. The Marine Invasives Report has two options for reporting and can include either alien species information or bloom information for algae, invertebrates, or other types of blooms. For alien species, select the checkbox for the species observed, then select the approximate percentage of live cover of that species. Enter the minimum to maximum depth of the alien species and include any additional notes in the description field. For bloom information, first select which type of organism you are reporting, algae, invertebrates, or others. If you select others, please be sure to include additional details in the description field. Also include the approximate percent of the reef area affected by the bloom. Upload any renamed images you would like to include and then click Submit. For more information on invasive species and algal blooms, please refer back to Module 6. In the rare case of a possible fish disease event, please use the fish disease reporting form. For the type of disease, select a checkbox for skin discoloration, skin lesion, or tumor. Because of the simplicity of this report form, be sure to include a more detailed description of your observations in the Other or Describe field. Upload any renamed images you would like to include and then click Submit. For more information on fish disease, please refer back to Module 4. For all other reef health conditions, please submit a report using the Miscellaneous report form. To complete the form, enter the type/species affected by the issue and check any applicable signs of disease, including tumors or skin lesions. Be sure to include any observation details in the Describe Your Observations box. Reef threats such as coral damage, sediment loading, or other threats can be described in Section D. Be sure to include thorough details in the Describe Your Observations box. Photos are very important for miscellaneous reports. Please upload up to 5 renamed photos, then click Submit to share your report with Reef managers. To learn more about submitting a report to the Eyes of the Reef Network, please visit our website. Full instructions for completing a report can be found at the link or by clicking on the Make a Report tab and selecting Instructions. In this training program, please be sure to visit and like our Facebook page where you can receive the latest updates on coral reefs in your area. This training program was made possible by a grant from the National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration Coral Reef Conservation Program. The State of Hawaii Department of Land and Natural Resources, Division of Aquatic Resources, and the Malama Kai Foundation provided administrative support for this project. Mahalo to our many other sponsors and partners who have generously contributed to the Eyes of the Reef Network. Content for this course was developed by Greta Abbey, Linda Prescott, Lindsay Kramer, and Darla White. All images were generously contributed by the photographers and partners listed. Finally, mahalo to the community members like you that help support the Eyes of the Reef Network with your continued reports and participation. We hope you enjoyed this free training program. The Eyes of the Reef Network is a volunteer-run and donor-supported organization. We appreciate your consideration of a donation to help continue our programs. To make a donation, please visit our partner website at malamakaifoundation.org. Please be sure to earmark this project, the Eyes of the Reef Network, with your donation. The Malamakai Foundation is a registered 501c3 nonprofit corporation, and your donation is tax deductible to the extent allowed by law. This concludes Module 8 of the Eyes of the Reef online training program. Mahalo for your participation. Next, you will be required to successfully complete a short review quiz in order to complete this course. Okay, quiz question number 1. Which of the following is not required with every Eyes of the Reef report submission? Is it A, observer information, B, site information, C, reef condition, or D, images? If you said D, images, you are correct. Question 2. The visual on the right is a key for determining blank for the reef condition section of every Eyes of the Reef report submission. Is it A, coral bleaching severity, B, % live coral cover, C, coral disease type, or D, all of the above? If you said B, % live coral cover, you're correct. Okay, question 3. The Eyes of the Reef reporting system requires submitted photos to be renamed to specify your name, the date of your observation, and your reef site using the format name_date_site. Is this A, true, or B, false? If you said A for true, you're correct. Okay, last question. Type of coral will be a required entry for which of the following Eyes of the Reef reports? Please check all that apply. A, coral disease report, B, invasive species, C, coral bleaching report, D, crown of thorns sea star report, or E, fish and invertebrate disease report. If you selected A, C, and D, you're correct. How did you do on the quiz? If you missed more than a few questions, you may want to go back and review the materials in this module before completing this program. Congratulations! You've reached the end of the Eyes of the Reef training program. Thank you for your participation in this course and for joining our network. Please keep your eyes open and be sure to report any observed reef threats in your area. Mahalo nui loa for your time and dedication in helping to protect Hawaii's reefs.